impartial view of the issues to you. Nation Beat is now.
And welcome to the launch or press relaunch of the Moves campaign. Those of you may remember Lucia launched in September 20. Just to give a brief intro, non-communicable or NCDs such as diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease have been cause of death in St. Lucia for a decade, with socio-economic consequences for individuals and the nation. In response to the devastation posed by these diseases and their many factors such as smoking, inactivity, and Caribbean government committed to the Port of Spain Declaration in 2007. This declaration was made for the future implementation of and programs which will the impact of NCDs and factors. In September 2022, Caribbean Moves, along with the St. Lucian component, was launched. Since then, encouraged, and hosted health lifestyle events. St. Lucia Moves is to continue 2023. Today to introduce to you some we plan to do so. The host for today, Sant Justin, Communications Unit of the Health, Wellness and LLA. We would like to move by bringing on one of the ministers within the unit as the Minister of Wellness and LLA Affairs, Moses Jean-Baptiste, who will give you an overview of Caribbean Moves. Mr. Minister.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, and a very special thank to Dr. Sear and our team. Thank you very much for being here. As you know, chronic communicable diseases, what we NCDs, as indicated to you, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and he said already it's been the cause of death in St. Lucia for many years, and it's important for us to keep of the country on NCDs because it is to cost us lives, to years lost, productive activity. Number of individuals in St. Lucia work because of NCDs. In 2018, Caribbean Moves campaign was and endorsed by Caribbean as a response for action to reduce the effects of NCDs and factors. It was hoped that the Caribbean Moves initiative would be a sectoral tool aimed at promoting physical activity, healthy eating habits, and appropriate health checks. Though initially endorsed in 2018, the Caribbean Moves initiative was only officially launched in Jamaica on September 14, 2020. Less than a week before the launch of the Caribbean Moves initiative, St. Lucia followed the rest of the countries such as Jamaica with its own launch, and you will recall September 9th, 2020. We did it in commemoration of Caribbean Wellness Day. The Moves is a local chapter by the Caribbean Moves initiative, and it forms part of the ministry's national wellness drive at increasing awareness of communicable diseases, the wellness and of age-appropriate physical activity. Encourage everyone, children, elderly, young at heart, physically young. We want to encourage everyone to get moving. One of the main components of the initiative is that of the promotion of physical activity. St. Lucia Moves will offer a whole approach to health and wellness, promotion of positive health habits, and the initiative will include various events, and it is envisioned to be an initiative which can be embraced by the and private sectors. This encourage all solutions to be part of it. It's important for us to separate it in the office, when you're at work. What can we do to public servants to get up a little more? What can we do to encourage in schools to go, to the schoolyard more? What can we do to encourage individuals in the community some more and to and so on? So I congratulate, look forward to this. Avec moi dit tout le monde c'est qualité activité qui est important. Cela est important pour nous, tout le monde qui est ministre, mais aussi important pour nous, parce que nous avons mort, parce que nous avons des maladies, blood pressure, nous avons monté un chai. Cette raison, c'est parce que nous n'avons pas fait assez d'activités. Quand ça fait un chai différentes activités pour faire mon savent qui ou pas un maïla ou bien quand Usain Bolt ou bien quand Timada Noni à Texas qui a chai pas obligé lui Alfred qui a couru tellement vite mais où ça à toi où ça move ti corps marcher pli les après-midi puis glow avec fait bagarre pour one corps plus vitesse. Donc dit ministre donc il travaille ensemble avec tout partout au pays cette ici. Nous avons dit ici and by call nous plus c'est Lucia. Merci à chaque.
I thank you very much, Minister. I'd like to, on the Minister's behalf, who could not be with us throughout the conference, as of other pressing matters, he has to. Now, Ministry of Health wants to lead by example with this campaign. While earlier I did mention the ministry has hosted, encouraged, participated in activities, encouraging, moving. And himself, I've seen him, haven't, but I've seen him participate in activities. Dr. Sear, I've seen you. I'm not too sure for my other two.
I'm not on social media.
For you all. Let me bring on another panelist, that is Dr. Shana Sear. He's our senior medical non-communicable diseases. Dr. Sear Filbert will start our target audience and the necessity for the campaign. Dr. Sear.
Thanks, Mr. Justin. Good morning, St. Lucia. So we're relaunching St. Lucia Moves. This morning, speak about a particular aspect of St. Lucia Moves. So we're hoping that you will stay tuned. You're asking yourselves maybe, why? Let me tell you. It is Valentine's Day, a day when we celebrate love. We are here today to encourage all St. Lucians to love their bodies and to move as part of the St. Lucia Move initiatives. To let all St. Lucians know, we launched St. Lucia in September 2022, precisely because we saw how relevant it is for all of us to take action against NCDs and their risks. As I have mentioned, the aim of Moves is to encourage St. Lucians to be physically active and to live healthier lives. Before we continue, to place things in context, the ministry did not come up with this just because this is relevant, and I want to share some very concerning things with us as St. Lucia living here or over the years. Health has actually carried out surveys, some of which our STEPS behavioral risk factor and the global score. The most recent STEPS survey was done in 2020. And a representative sample of about 1,000, in fact over 3,000 aged 18 to 29, they were interviewed and they were measured. The results I wish to share with you to provide context, and I hope that you take note of them. They are very important. 65% of the population were overweight or obese. 65 of the persons aged 69. Overweight or obese. 50% of the males were obese, and 76.8% of the females, almost 80% of the females 18 to 69 of a representative sample of St. Lucians overweight, obese. Okay, 2020, a little bit pandemic. Actually, almost half of the females, 46.1%, were actually obese. And what do I mean by obese? Body mass index 30 or above kilograms per meter squared, while the men were 20.6%, 20.6% the males were actually obese. That, for us as a Ministry of Health, knowing the implications of obesity is very concerning. Additionally, for this sample of St. Lucians, percentage of persons with raised blood who had not previously diagnosed with high blood pressure was 30.3%, almost 40%, okay, of persons 18 to 69. And when we break down the figures, we find that 52.8% males were actually, they had high, their blood pressure was raised and they had no previous diagnosis of high blood pressure. 6% of the females. Only 6% of the females, possibly the females tend to go to health center and their doctors more, so they probably would. The STEP survey also at high levels of what we call NCD risk factors. So NCDs are non-communicable diseases, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, what we call major risk factors that make it more likely that you're going to get. So we looked at the risks among that sample of St. Lucia, and the percentage of individuals with 3 or more risk factors for developing those diseases that I just spoke about. So in terms of risk factors, we had current data, persons who smoke daily, persons who do enough fruits and vegetables, persons who do enough exercise, were overweight or obese, and those with raised blood pressure I would have mentioned previously. That was 30.4% of the survey. Breaking it down, 1.3% of the males and 38.7% of the females. Okay, so these persons are very likely to those diseases, which of course premature mortality and burdens to the family and cause to lose income. St. Lucia moves physical activity, but as we've mentioned, not just about physical activity, because we understand that while physical activity is important, there are other aspects to go hand in hand with physical activity. Physical inactivity is a major risk factor for non-communicable diseases. That has been established. In our STEP that was done in 2023, the percentage of persons who did not engage in sufficient physical activity 17.1%, and we're looking at 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity, which would include brisk walking, dancing, hiking, and your bike at a moderate. 17.1% of persons did not do that. The percentage of persons not in activities like running, swimming, hard work, yard or faster biking was actually 65.9% for the adults aged 18 to 69. One would say, okay, well, they're not as physically as should be, perhaps. Unfortunately, statistics show that our children are not as active as they should be. So 2018 Global School Health, where children, well, adolescents from the secondary schools, age 13 to 17, 21.2% students admitted to being active for an hour a day. Only 21.2%. That leaves us with the 7.8% being physically active. 60% of students admitted to spending at least 3 hours at school, not doing homework, outside of homework hours after school, sitting while watching TV or engaging in video games. Now, before, we know what COVID, we had lockdown, the level of activity dropped because it had to be done, okay, indoors, etc. So we know, we can assume that the figures are worse than they were before. So if before they were concerning now. The aim of St. Lucia Moves is to improve activity among everyone. Like Minister said, all sectors, public, private, schools, our churches, our places, among the young and among the. We want to improve health habits. We want to increase water. We want to encourage healthy diet. To also improve self-care through health education and screening. St. Lucia is about every solution. We have to make a difference. We cannot continue like this. Thank you.
So, some of these numbers are surprising, especially with all the hills and valleys. You would think good choice, but to be active. And so these are very surprising numbers, and I'm hoping if you're watching, taking note of these numbers. Very important, very important. Before we move on, next panelist, we would like to also to the relaunch Lucia Moves campaign song. Song for the first time yesterday. So let's hope it has effect on you, and maybe we can DJs to play it and read and the fets, get people moving more. Let's take a listen and a look at the St. Lucia Move campaign song.
St. Lucia, ready, set, move. Move to the left, keep that body tight. St. Lucia, move. Sleep at night, treat your body. Lucia, move. Young or don't stay inside. Move. Walking, running, hiking, swimming, exercising. This message is brought to you by the ministry, encouraging all St. Lucia. Take good care of your mental, emotional, and physical health. Ready, set, move.
At least for this one, I hope you, and our plan is to get you moving some more as we continue with the St. Lucia movement, to bring on another panelist to speak to you about more components, the 2023 plans for moves. I would like to introduce Isaac Louis, who is district medical with the Ministry of Dr. Louise. I'd also like to encourage you to in that video that we're going to redo that video and more faces. That's video. Dr. Louise?
Good morning, Mr. Teasing me because I'm not into, but I'm active. Lucia moves. As our minister has mentioned, Dr. Sir has mentioned, Lucia Move is a well-being. We are trying to do more physical activity, yes, and we will speak about the benefits of physical activity, but it is a wellness campaign because when, as a doctor, you see it, even though the person comes with a headache, you have to see the person, not just the headache. So St. Lucia moves with that to wellness, holistic. So we will partnering with the schools, ministries, the Ministry of Education, ministries, because we've partnered with the housing for the baton relay. We will be partnering with other public, private sector as well. We will be them. We will be looking to go to places to get them educated, wellness on activity, on good. I respect sleep. Okay, if you want to know how many calories on an hour of the treadmill, you could go and take a nap because you burn calories as well. So we need to appreciate the aspect of wellness and wellness. With St. Lucia Moves, we would locate our population in healthy, so the ability to have a condition and still be, because it is different from being and being well. Being healthy is no sickness to deal with, but being it surpasses just the physical. It is how you deal with certain situations, the respect for self, body, which is why today, February, we have chosen to love your body. And we have to learn to love our body, other people's bodies as well. So through St. Lucia Move, just to give you a little of what we would like here, for February, we're looking at the Love Your Body campaign. A lovely video that you'll just saw for the first time, to Sans surprise. It's not the video that St. Lucia Moves. We love the song. The song is fantastic. And we know St. Lucians are creative. So for St. Lucia Moves, we are going to launch a video campaign. It's a video call. So all of our people who are on social media, not like me, but those who are on social media, I urge you to gang up with your friends, do a choreographed dance, capture your mother sweeping. You can do it and have your friend while you're doing your gardening, doing a video to the St. Lucia Moves. While you're in the supermarket picking up fruits and vegetables, you head out in the supermarket and you do a little jig, record it. Yeah, you send those in to the Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health has a Facebook page, videos in. We also have the email address that you could send. Mr. Justin will share. And those videos will be compiled, viewed by our communications unit. A video of St. Moving will be our St. Lucia Moves jingle. Now, we're not to people who are on our lovely mass of. It is also extended to St. Lucians in the diaspora. So, and we encourage people to go on social media pages, Google as your song, our jingle, some coverage out there, let people learn about and what we're doing. Now that's for February. For March, we're doing walk mental health. And these are just listening. We'll be doing other things and discuss about that. But for mental awareness and what you do for your mental health. If you want to know something, and all you need to do is to go out, some nice fresh air, a little minutes, and everything is much better. We want people to partner up. And the reason why we're partnering up is, I could say I want 1,000 steps a day, but if I have to tell Dr. Sir that I did, I'm a little more motivated because I have somebody to report. So you partner up with somebody, and the two of you, 10,000 steps per day, also needs to be sent into the ministry. Guess what? For Caribbean Wellness Day this year, we're giving prize to people who participate and help get St. Lucia moving. April will be now how to exercise, or your memory will get like and start having Alzheimer's from a very young age. So for the month of April, we'll dance. I don't know how I focus. We'll be going out into the and we'll be extending invitation to the dance company, people who do salsa, groups. The name of the what is the name? Help me. The children who dance at the Mr. George Barry George's group. Silver Shadows. Right, so that's why we're doing the Silver Shadow dancers to approach these sorts of groups. And we are going to also encourage schools and different community groups to have dance throughout of April. By the April, we will hopefully in that official video. You'll be sending your clips in. You will see yourself in our video end of April. And May is measurement. Ms. Cassius will tell us more about measurement. You need to know your numbers, measure, get your blood sugar checked, know what is, okay? In June, we focus on the men as wellness. So throughout and working up to Caribbean this year, we have a lot of activities, not just places, but also schools and for the communities. If we focus a little on the at the ministry, because we tend to do what I say, I do. So we, for the St. Lucia, we have decided that health, we're going to settle.
Yep.
And so at the ministry, yesterday actually, we saw our Water Monday. The dental clinic, Islands, actually shed lots. It was beautiful. And the Monday is Water Monday. Today is Meditation Tuesday for your mental health. Every Wednesday, Fitness Wednesday, and tomorrow in Rounders ball at the beach. So we encourage other business partners and to take on those sorts of activities. Thursday we look at vegetable consumption, and Friday would be Fruit Friday. So these are the sort of activities the Ministry of Health will be undertaking, along with occasional activities looking at benefits of exercise. So the benefits of exercise would be, I won't be able to remember all, we're looking at increasing your body to actually respond in the blood, and so it lowers your HbA, which is one of the numbers that you will learn of the year through Know Your Numbers. It helps your to blood pressure, so it helps control pressure as well. Exercise helps preserve your nerve and vascular health. The health of your blood are improved and through exercise. It means everything that needs blood to works better.
Yeah.
Exercise, including mojo, right? Exercise also reduces your chances of developing obesity-related cancers, because when you exercise, the chemical body secrete actually helps inflammation. Exercise is mood. So people like me that are going through mentality, we need to exercise to help stabilize our. Yes, it's necessary. Exercise is all. And when I say exercise, I need to apologize here. I mean physically.
Yeah.
If you can't and move, because there cannot do it, and there are certain people who doing what you physically, it helps. So if you do arm stretches, get out of bed, you point your toes, tip toes exercises, you do to get moving. As long as your blood to flow more, oxygen through your blood better, you get the benefits of physical activity. There was from the American Diabetes Association March of last year, where that just 3 minutes of physical activity every hour had much benefit to people with diabetes and the lay as doing an hour and 53 times a week. So it's physical activity. That's gardening, cleaning, washing the dishes. While you watch, get up to go drink your water in between for each other. just physical activity. So things that St. Lucia Moves want to get people to appreciate how much the small change for us. I'm excited, and I hope you're excited too, because I mean, we're actually trying now to get out and to partner with the businesses that already we have history of having the soccer. We all see there's sneaker day. So we're trying to get more business places to participate, encourage workplace wellness, and we want people at their homes to do more physically active and to stairs instead of the elevator. Those sorts of decisions that have incredible impact on their life.
Thank you, Dr. Louise. Very effective. Just like to stress this point, the ministry is participating as well. We are leading by example.
Yes.
I have been forced into more rounders.
Yes.
They're really going to test my how tomorrow. I do well for my team. It looks like we have a schedule coming up.
Yes.
A lot of activities here. Every month we have something.
And actually, the following the moves here, we have some activities in schools. I didn't want to say, but we need to ensure that we all of the components of St. Lucia Move, which would be the public awareness that we spoke, the corporate that we have, our community outreach programs where we NGOs, faith-based organizations, the uniform, and then the school-based program. The school-based programs, we're looking to have a for the school, not giving too much detail, but we have a competition for the school-age students for St. Lucia Move, so is field. We will let you know about Caribbean Wellness 23.
Yes.
Not too much excitement, Dr. Louise. Let's down.
That's the AC. That's the AC.
That's the AC. Right.
Just now.
So our final panelist this morning is Nurse Julieta Frederick Cassius, Principal Nursing Officer at the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs. She will be informing us about important collaborations the ministry will be undertaking under the 23 campaign.
Thank you, and good morning. Good morning to my teammates. And of course, that excitement Isaac has just rubbed off on more.
Yeah.
So, of the campaign for St. Lucia Move, we have Know Your Numbers. Isaac mentioned about creativeness and also the health education aspect. Knowing your numbers, we want the information about healthy, how to promote, but a component is knowing your numbers. And what knowing your numbers mean? There are some markers which indicate our health status. So we have our cholesterol level, what our cholesterol level is. We do know what our blood measurement is. Do we know what our blood sugar? Do we know what our circumference measurement? We have persons who may not be big. We have a lot of adipose tissue around our waist. We know when we get older, it's part of this is part of what to us, our physiological. And again, how do we maintain our weight? So our body index again is another critical. Our visceral fat. So these are critical indicators that mean our health status. So when we say know your numbers, Lucia, do you know what levels are? Do you know cholesterol level? Do you know what your sugar? And not just, but do you know what it is costly? Do you know your visceral fat level? Or do you know what your body mass index? We're big, but is it, or are we doing it in accordance because that is what determines our index. As I mentioned earlier, we think that we are not fat or big, but what the visual fats around our organs that we may not likely see eyes. So these are very, very critical and will lead to what we have mentioned, cardiovascular disease. So knowing your number, Lucia, is extremely important. And go through screening. You can only know your number if you get screened. Get screened, your blood pressure checked, your blood sugar need to be checked, cholesterol level need to be checked, the other markers that are very important mentioned earlier. Why is it important for us to know? We can only what is outside of the normal. If we do our measure, we know what our number is. So if we know what is, we need to know, okay, how do we continue maintaining that wellness health? It is abnormal. It is that we need to be better controlled and to maintain that once we get there. Because once we, okay, our is right now, and we feel, hey, I do not have pressure anymore. But we'll be able to continue doing all the necessary, be able to ensure that it remains control and that things don't get control and then now develop the various complications. So knowing your numbers is important, St. Lucia, and we need to encourage persons to know their health. And so the Ministry of Health on initiative, St. Lucia, will be collaborating, as Dr. mentioned before, with various public-private sectors, NGOs, to be able to go and do the necessary screenings as much of the population as possible. Our aim is to screen the entire population. We know it's going to take time. At least we need to start somewhere. We had a very good relationship. Some of our workplaces who have their health days, health months, they invite us to do the screening and to continue that. But we have some other agencies that we would like to work with. We would like them to come on board for us to be able to go and necessary screenings. Now, some of us, we do not want to know numbers. We don't want to know what we have. To know, it's not know. And this is a fear that as St. Lucians. But guess what? We are able to detect, and that is the basis for early identification. We are able to correct it much sooner, so it does not to a place where it's to the family, it's to the country, and it can be an uncomfortable act. So we want St. Lucians to go screens. You need to know what your numbers are. And only if you know what your numbers are, we are able to know that you need to do or not to be able to keep under control. So we'll be meeting with all of our agencies. We'll be doing community outreach. We know not everybody comes to the facility, so we will go to all of these pockets, settlements within the communities, be going out there and doing screenings. Because we want everyone to know what is my number. What is my number? What is my cholesterol? Is it good? Is it not so good? Is it not at a place to be? I need to get it at this place to be controlled, that I am okay. Some of us, we are walking around. We feel okay. Okay. We believe that, but are we? Again, not unless we get screened, we will not know how our numbers are. Very important, St. Lucia, your number, and you knowing your number, doing your screen, to do your necessary checks, so it tells you where you are. Wise, again, maintaining wellness. So this is where maintaining your health. Right? So St. Lucia, out for us. We'll be coming to this. Will be coming to shopping malls. We'll be coming to your homes. We'll do that nationwide. So everybody, we are children, adults, all of us will get at some point your numbers. So you need to, so you can know how to from there. Thank you.
Thank you, Nurse. And I think you've given plenty of reasons why you love your body today. To stress on that aspect, loving your body. 2023 is all about loving your body. Today, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
If you love somebody, put your body first. Yourself first. So a number of announcements today. One of the video campaign to moves. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you want to take part, you want to exciting video. Make that video go viral on social media.
That's right.
Okay, so you saw a lot of faces from the ministry. Next video, we want that to be public.
That's right.
Lucia, the diaspora. We're allowing whining in that video. Anyway, once you move. So just to throw back to our, anything you want to add there before we?
Giant solutions that what we intend as a ministry, as the NCD committee, is that we to move forward together. Our independent statement says, do through St. Lucia Moves, we would like our destiny. So
yes,
working on together as a nation, as a region, to shape our destiny, improving our health.
I didn't stop your conversation. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm happy to be St. Lucia Moves, my belly big, but that's the whole idea. Question assez. Est-ce mon qui capable d'aider? Parce que avec I always as I run in English. What are the tips to encourage people at different levels and in different categories? I heard somebody in the churches and the schools, yes, but I'm reading about the different age groups. So the problem the Ministry of Health and the hospitals with the NCDs situation. So we need to have a lot more incentives so that participate. Creole.
Mr. Gaspar, moun na iti a ki kaya pale Creole.
okay.
Maybe I try to respond. Okay. About se moun na tiam ek se moun laj ek moun kon nou ki katwa nou ni diferent bagay lani de nou vle fe moves nou kay antwen bol la ek parle about physical education la yo ka fe no apart from PE apart di nou vle yo ay fe nou kay septem yo la nou kay kuye mi so yo ni check ko yo pou we pa move pli pase 1 hour you okay so nou sa se tiens may la l'autre bagay c'est ça les c'est notre dans l'école là yo kay bay avec different shot pour se tiens kay fait common entrance c'est nos là entoué pour faire ça fait injection yo kay bay yo kay toujours screen se tiens les yo screen se tiens may la yo je au lion wis yo pese yo et que ouais tiens doit kay un problème nous kay parler que c'est maman et papa educate them di famille ça yo ni pour témoin ça. So nous ka kachile tout c'est là c'est moun c'est moun c'est grand moun ni programme the health center massive si ou ka changer ni un programme Pedigwes quand l'année pas changé. Cette Lucia Moves nous a l'autre programme comme ça a fait un health center et un community et c'est ça venir qui a là nous ka et mutué au qui mani ça fait exercice et nous ka courir ça puis c'est Lucia Moves moun ka kachile yo ni pour un gym pour faire exercice pour participer en Saint Lucia Moves toute bagaille ou fait toute physique si ba la ka bat pleasing en tita et qui ka fait ouvre en tita pli qui ça ka arriver en cervelle arriver en de fouille noir ka arriver en de chèw et fait ça toutes ces chimiques qui ka aller au corps il ka corps primaire vous comprenez so c'est pour target tout le monde gros monde cette liste moun aime so vidéo qui gagne vidéo yo kay we gens yo en de vidéo ça kay international premier bail là l'autre bail Caribbean Wellness Day ni des trois prize kay bail l'école là c'est participer c'est mon difference nous kay prize pour you à partir c'est private companies les yo aider the moon it's a good thing nous ka we yo pa pour la hanou si ka fait un chay bagay pour yo ka aider ek chay bagay mais moun pa sav les yo entre de Saint Lucia Moves des staff yo extra we masika et des staff yo weste plus healthy
ni santé oui
bon santé moun sa apprécier c'est private yo pas juste là pour la yo ka so the incentive criteria apart from santé là ni lot incentive by pour gagner ou primaire l'autre moun ka wè ça ou moun na ka travailler puis
just really add once incentive là c'est body love the body oui so pli gwa incentive là pour aider même et bien famille qui a fait bail là qui nécessaire pour help you so même c'est un bagage physical mais au cas senti ko mind au cas a marché bordeaux ka primaire peut-être blood pressure peut-être cyclatopo moi c'est qu'a fait ces bagages ça là au cas fait once en manière c'est en dit de bordeaux c'est plus quoi incentive là
examen métal ça c'est quoi dit l'autre bail là c'est moun ni l'habitude nous pour bail so depuis nous dit dans competition ça fait nous sentir goli et nous chamons là chaque c'est business play la cani competition qui calte place café mamio fait exercise comme business café mamio fait screen dia OK comme business accueillir nous communistes puis c'est nous chamons c'est pas tout le monde just là faire ça yo vle nous communauté nous kay la so là yo vle faire ba ni nous ka by docteur pour faire éducation c'est Jacques qui a toi commune là nous ka aider au faire screening c'est business place là, place qu'on a, ça dit, eh ben, moi, la quantité, moi, fait tel bail, avec les moi, pour Caribbean, nous, avons pour ces business place là, ces places là, qui n'est plus moun, fait différent. Et ça, nous, avons fait aussi, les, nous, avons commencé, bon, March, April, nous avons ces business place là. Commencé, nous avons ces numbers là. Les nous commencent. Et après, combien de mois nous avons ces numbers là pour essayer, mise encore, pour essayer gosser. Mais, vous commencez à donner ça, c'est incentive. Toute manière. Alright?
I will say this one in English. It's win.
It's win-win.
Win-win-win.
Win-win.
So, Gaspar, thank you for that. But before we get to the ladies, I'd like you all to measure gas.
We will measure gas. His waist.
His waist area.
Yeah.
And campaign, we'll measure him again. We'll be participating. Tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Around us tomorrow, Gaspar?
Yep.
Yes.
All
We're
right.
inviting the media house to participate as well.
Definitely, yes. Calling on the media houses, take part in this, not just
Not to
show,
cover it.
just
Not
to cover
just
what we're
jingles.
doing.
We want them participating.
That's right. A lot of fit people in the media. Not that I'm not there anymore. There are others in the media. So we'd like to encourage the media house as well to participate. Ladies and gentlemen, look out for more. We will be doing more announcements at the Ministry of Health Facebook page, Ministry of Health and Welfare, St. Lucia. We will be having announcements on what we announced here. So keep in touch. The video competition, we look at that. I say everybody very excited when you all spoke about it. We're looking forward to that video competition. That's the Ministry of Health. We're on Facebook. This is where we come to the end of the press relaunch. And Lucia moves. I want to encourage you to love body. I've been your host.
St. Lucia ready. Move to the left. Keep that body tight. St. Lucia move. Sleep at night. Body right. St. Lucia move. Young old. Don't stay inside. Alley. Move. Walking, running, biking, swimming, exercising. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of encouraging all St. Lucia to take good care of your spiritual, emotional, and St. Lucia ready. Move.
The discussion and an impartial view of the issues of to you. Nation Beat is now.